So last time we was here at Nodoroc, they gave us permission. Told them I had a couple friends maybe come up here and hunt out the property here with the metal detector, see if we could find anything. This is Bill Burt. Thanks for joining us, Bill.
Yeah.
The man is just a wealth of knowledge. But anyway, I asked him if he would participate on this show here and kind of just give us some of his knowledge about Creek Cherokee life. And if you could, just
Native Americans in Georgia came in somewhere 10,000 years ago. And there's the Paleo Indians, then there's the Archaic Indians, and they're the ones that would camp on hilltops around streams and rivers. They would have small groups, family groups, and they would move. They were nomadic. They would move around all over the place. Then you move up in history to about maybe, say, 100 BC to 700 AD. That was the Woodland Indian period, where they were, they had villages. They stayed in areas. They were semi-nomadic. They would move from one crop area to another crop area maybe every year or every other year.
okay.
And there's places that are associated with that, like Rock Eagle. If you know anything about Georgia, there's Rock Eagle, which is a mound of stones that are in an effigy shape of an eagle. Then the Mississippian period came in, where in the southeast and also up the Mississippi River, they had a really high level of civilization. They had Cahokia, which is in the Ohio River Valley.
Illinois, yeah.
In Illinois, and it's 2,500 to 3,000 people were living there over a period of about 500 years. In Georgia, the Mississippian sites were smaller, and like I say, in the Oconee River Valley, there was the Paramount Chiefdom, where they had these ceremonial sites, the ceremonial mounds, the burial mounds, and then when DeSoto came through, the damage to the culture was severe. They had the sicknesses, the smallpox came through the people that lived here.
Transmitted from the Spaniards?
From the Spaniards,
Europeans?
right.
Okay.
And so they didn't really know what was going on. They didn't have the modern scientific medicine. They thought it was something spiritual had afflicted them, and so their culture collapsed. Population got decimated, and the Muscogee Indians who lived here in Georgia are known as the Creeks, but they're the descendants of the same Mississippian people that lived here for thousands of years. I mean, in the Mississippian culture, you would have a chief who would die, and they would slaughter 10 or 15 people that would go to the grave with that chief.
Kind of like the Egyptian kings or whatever.
Right.
Buried with their slaves
Buried
or
with
whatever.
their leader, their chief. And so that sort of died out when the Spaniards came through and the population crashed. They couldn't afford to lose so many people, I guess. And you know, we call them the Creeks because they always would have a campsite or a village site near a creek. But they were the Muscogee people, that Muscogee language that was the same that DeSoto encountered.
Okay.
And then the Cherokee came from the upper New York, and they speak the same language as the Iroquois. And at some point, they divorced, so to speak, the Iroquois people, and they moved south. They migrated south and took up residence in the Appalachian Mountains, southern Appalachians of Georgia, North Carolina, and Tennessee, and Alabama.
Well, I mean, it's nice sitting, man. It's great chatting with you, man, but there's only one way to see if we can find something. So,
all right.
What do you say we get to it?
Absolutely.
I appreciate it, man. That's
Yeah.
awesome stuff.
That's what we're made of. We're made of love.
Hey, one thing I can't tell you folks enough is thank you so much for viewing us and giving us a shot at this. And We're gonna have some fun. We're gonna have some adventure. We're gonna maybe learn some driving tips. We're gonna see some outrageous places, and we're gonna hopefully just tell you some wild stories, because I'm telling you, the country is just full of them. Again, thanks for watching. If you like this, please subscribe.